Good morning, good morning. Who jumped in already? I know a few did. That was a very nice entry about a half hour ago. Or an hour ago, actually. Jim. You guys can hear me? What a clean read yesterday on the market, and what a not nice move of Nasdaq. Yeah, so in the whole leg up here, I was expecting us to go up. I took a first not profit, I took a second not profit, and I let go for the rest of the day. And actually, we did do what I was expecting us to do. Nonetheless, it is what it is. Happy that I still read the market very clear. I was expecting us already here to go up higher prices. We just flushed. This was a very strange move to see, actually. The only thing where we could have hit was like the 5 minute that was right here. I didn't expect us actually to take the 5 minute one more time, especially because of ES was really up much higher. So that was the same move, and ES sticked around that 50 level and started moving already yesterday above that high. And Q did not, and Q took a little bit more time, but actually took the same move, like we can see right here. Was anybody awake here on this level at around 5, 6 o'clock? That would have been a great entry point. A 1 hour for value gap that we actually tapped, a 30 minute for value gap 2, around 5:30, and then it started moving up. If you did, congratulations. Good trade. Beautiful continuation. But today, I'm expecting us let's go to that 4 hour chart. Yeah, we will take out these highs here. That's my idea, what we could go to today. That's the same logic that we've been doing all week, actually. So we came down, we had a retest of it, we moved up, so we had an internal liquidity pool we took actually, and now we're following the stream of the market. So Marco is still going up, so anybody that's shorter yesterday, like I say, if you go against the grade of the market, you can trade shorts, of course, it's perfectly fine. Make sure that you always take profits around that 78 level. That would be a very good indication. Maybe a first TP 50, and then see if you can let it drop further. Because on ES, if you took that same trade, that would have been a no-go, because look, we actually hit that 50 level and we never came to that 60.2 level even. So we just hit it at 50, we stayed very long around here, and then we started moving away from it. And Q just has a little bit more spikes into price action, so it's a little bit less clear to read, but actually does almost the same movement. So any move to the downside would mean that I want to long off of it. So any small retracement, I'm still into longs. I've been whole week. Will be continuing this until I see a big shift. The reason why I'm still doing this is this was like the last part of liquidity I wanted to see taken before we actually fall to the downside. So we came up, we took, we got a full rejection right here. Now we are here in a daily movement back up. So once we hit this high here, we got a daily for value gap 2. I want to see how we act. Then we are fully out of this retracement. That means that we are good to go back up to all-time high, of course. So any retracement that we see, I'll see where I can find an entry point, and we just continue to long. Look, this is just rather strong. We just made a new we just took out Monday's high, we took out today's high already, so we took out already Asia high. We just had news too, I believe. Yeah, we had news and it was same as forecast, so wouldn't do nothing to the market actually. We do have news one more time at 10 and at 11, but these are yellow folders, so should not actually do anything to the market. And at 1 o'clock we have some news too. Well, for the rest, we're actually, that's good to go. The Feds are speaking at 3:20 and at 4 o'clock, but that's in the afternoon session. For the rest, looks okay. Now for entries. So if you would look this, that is like the new break of structure what we made here. So if we take that full move. So this was this break of structure right here. We had that retest off of it, and here we had the continuation. Now I do want to see a little bit more strength so to see that we actually took this high too. Okay, we'll start by reading our plan. I will take mine for a second, that I can read it too. But once it's not on my desk. Give me a second, I'm gonna take it for a second. So I'm going to add something to this trade plan, what I've already written down. So that 50-minute continuation, I have to add, if we ever trade into a 1 hour for value gap, say that we, like yesterday. So for anybody that trades that continuation, this is actually something, listen to it. So if you're trading into, say, 1 hour for value gap, and we have the same structure moving, and we got a lower time frame for value gap laying under it. So we had a 5-minute right here. We still need to take the hourly stop, no matter what. So I took yesterday a 3 minutes move back up because of we had it inverted for value gap, and it looked like the market just wanted to change the move up. It did not, it just flushed further down. So I took a not profit there, but looking back at this, if I just put my stop all the way where it should have been, I would have never got stopped. So, looking back at that trade, the thing that I should have done is actually put my stop all the way here. Which should have been, we had a 30 minutes under S2, or we could have ended and just put it, even though that was a 99 point stop, I shouldn't care about it. I just should have put it straight under it and let it go of it. So, well, putting in my plan, if we have an hourly for value gap or a higher time frame for value gap with a lower time frame inside, we need to take the stop of the higher time frame for value gap. I'm adding this to my plan so I can keep to it.
wordt.
Dan ga ik zo... Nee, had ik onder de kom. Wat heb dat komen? Dan moet hier.
Want daar gaat al in staan zeker.
En dan hier klikken. Dan gaat dan niet aan het adden. Of daar is dat je hem doen direct. Dat is een keuze.
Ik weet niet meer wat ik moet doen.
Hier erbij zetten. Als de computer nog niet brengt, dat ik het zien. So marker is not looking like it wants to slow down. It definitely wants to go up higher. So anything back into a 15-minute retracement would be all long for me. So we're now heading into a 15-minute gap on the right here. After taking internal highs, ES is probably already higher again. Yeah, so ES is now at those highs, taking it already. So any retracement that we have, I like to long off of it again.
Dus dan moet die andere en deze voorbij.
En ja, die is van doen. Was het er niet mee dat doen? Shit, gelijk, was heel gelijk betaald. Oké, is die gelijk betaald? Kut. Ja, als ze niet betaalden, dan moest ik niet betaald hebben. Dus dat is niet hetzelfde. In ons hoofd zetten. Dus dan hebben we weer moeten aan 10 zetten.
En dat is een beetje.
Niks te doen. Je piept u nou.
Uw geluid staat aan.
Ah, dat van mij?
En uw geluid staat aan.
Ah,
En dat is van mij.
oké, goed. So any form of retracement, I just want to long off of it. Gotta be patient until I see that retracement, and then I'm gonna continue up higher. Morning, Nicholas. I did not have time yet to watch your trading account or your journal, Nicholas. I'll try to go over it today or tomorrow. Tomorrow definitely. It's Thursday, so Thursdays I do always journal. So even if you can't come, I'll just go over it, record it, and send it to you. So yeah, you can rewatch it then afterwards. So anybody that wants to go over the journals, make sure to send them to me before Thursday. Send them in a DM so I can actually watch them. I will record it, so any news that you got about it, you just can rewatch it then. It's always better that you can be there, so I can ask you questions, but if you can't, that's the same way. So if you get a tap on this 1 hour right here, I'm definitely longing off of it. I don't see us come back to this part. There's no major news today, so the only thing that we could maybe drop a bit lower would be here, but that wouldn't look too good. We just have a 1 more 15 minute below it. But I rather believe this one will do it. So that's a 1 hour and a 15 minute. If we even get that low, because the market is very strong, sometimes it doesn't even come back. It just starts pushing and keeps pushing up. Next TP is definitely this one. If we go up, that would be TP1, a bit less. I would take it just below that wick stop, but if we keep going, we will take out everything. It looks way too strong, this market. So if we get a tap on a 1 hour, I'm definitely longing, so there's a limit order right here already. That's definitely doable. It's only like a 40-point stop, so could be in this trade for a while. If we get to that TP first, I'm taking off this limit. So it depends on how the market moves. If it just keeps moving without any retracement, I'm gonna take this off. So there is a limit on this 1 hour right here. That's on 25,740. I'm gonna have TP on 25,847. That's about a 2.8 R. Beautiful trade if you can take this. If we have this kind of retracement, I would be perfectly. So this would be the last full move. So that's the 60 level. If you would take the wick with it, that's just at a 50 level. So it's definitely doable. There is a possibility that we go to that lower part, but I'm not going to risk it. So this is only like a 40-point stop, so perfectly fine. If you want to have both entries to have a better entry with the same arc, you could just take one contract on the top and take another two down below. That's up to you. But know then that you're only in with one contract if you just hit this and start moving up. At this point it looks good. So that will be the trade of the day. We will keep following it up, so if we keep moving up, I'll probably drag it up too. Of course, if the market keeps going without us, this is something that we cannot do anything about. An orb trade that was a breach to the upside. We probably go to that first TP then if we keep going here. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. So the limit order is actually on the screen. So that's my first idea. If we can jump anything else, we will see along the way. If the market decides to just continue up higher, we'll just be patient and see what brings, if we can enter somewhere else. But for now, the market looks just like it wants to continue up, so we probably will have to be nice and patient here today. So I do see the market hit to this level, but we will see if we have lucky that we have that full retracement back to that 1 hour. That would be nice to see. If the market just continues up higher, yeah, this is something we can do nothing about. So here comes that first TP already. So if you're an orb trader and took a long, that would be your first TP. If you hit that second TP, I have to take that limit order off. That means that the market probably just gonna keep going up for a while. So anybody that jumped into this trade actually, where that retracement came and we had the continuation, this should have been your first TP right here, and that should have been your second. You should have definitely let that runner go. If you have never heard about a continuation trade, I teach it actually. You can see me do live every day. It's just basic market structure, how you read the markets, have a cheap price for it, just continue to long or short of it. It depends on what the market is showing us. So we try to trade with the major trend, or we just trade with the major trend. Doesn't mean you can't take a short like yesterday. Veda took a very nice short down. She held true opening, she was true to her action, and it filled her up. So I'm happy to see that she's gaining a lot of confidence by just keeping her trade open. It helps you a lot. That will be TP1 now for orb traders. In a few minutes. I've never heard about how to trade this kind of movement. It's just really very basic, so it's just simple enough so anybody can enter it. It's just break of structure, market moves, and we just wait for that retest. So we had a break of structure, the market moves, and we were patient for this retest, and then we're jumping into that continuation. Same for here. We had a full break of structure of this move. We had a retest that was an hourly for value gap, and then it started moving up. So beautiful to see. You can just watch those higher time frames. So once you see for value gaps lay over each other, this is an hourly. If you go to a half hour, that was a half hour too. A small one. And it was a 15-minute, I believe. Yeah, a very small one too. Well, was one. Look, right here. So if you just see those laying over each other, the 15-minute, that hourly, and that 30 minutes, those are like the golden entries. Or one of the best entries that you can have, actually. Anybody curious on how far I am on my 100-day trades live in front of you? So I took 100 trades almost. I'm now at 63 trades that I took, and I have a 27.1 hour on it, and that's from September the 19th until now. So this month is a bit less. Previous month around 11 hour. Now we are at 4.8. I'm only at a 45% win rate with this month. I took 2 no profits here, so this one should have been a good trade actually. Didn't put my stop correctly, so it was a humanly incorrect move. If we put it down on a bot, that would have been definitely a stop all the way down. But still, we're human, so this would be that TP1 that I talked about. Like I said, if we don't get that entry, I'll probably take a look if we can find it somewhere higher. It will depend on how the market moves, of course. For now, there's nothing I can do, just watch it and see it move without me. I didn't test it yet enough to see how those 3 minutes, if we have a liquidity pool that we're drawn to, how it actually acts. Because this would be a beautiful play. Still need to investigate that a little bit more. If I can take a lower time frame on the same movement. Is everybody still awake? It's calm in the chat today. Probably in the coming weeks you will see me trade from a nice beach. I need to get out of Belgium for a while. So I have to pass through Spain and Portugal, so anybody that's near there, let me know. Maybe we can stop, have a visit. If anybody lives now near those areas. I passed France, Spain, Portugal. I passed a few lands, so let me know if you're near any one of those. Look, I came to a half a point of my first TP. So we're now retracing into 5 minutes. Anybody still interested in buying some bitcoins? If we have luck, we could see it hit one more time those gaps. Been going over this for a while now, so I want to see it hit 92,000 one more time, or at this level 98,000. If we hit that, that's going to be my full entry. There's something brewing on the other side, so there's going to be happening something explosive fairly soon. When I get if I have full details, I'll explain. At this point, I'm still investigating, so I'm being a bit patient before I say anything. So if anybody has an idea how I can upload a nice course for you guys, actually it's really a mindset course, and it's actually from really rich people that actually show you how they've done it. So it's an investigation about 100 people that actually were the richest people in the world back in the starting 19th. And it's actually very interesting to see how they all have the same thought processes and the same way of looking at the world. If anybody has an idea how I can upload it where you guys can see it, because I'm not allowed to share it actually, so I'm looking on a way to give the full community access to it, but still not sure how. So if anybody has an idea, let me know. Always interested in listening. So anybody that wants to learn from me directly, um, there's a bootcamp open right now. You can have lifetime access to. This is limited option because you get full contact directly with me too. So I only have two hands and I cannot take too many into it. So it's open for about 15 people. You also can just buy the course. That's a cheaper one for you guys. If you want to have all the extras with it. And I teach also 3 fully tested models that actually still work. And I tested them back and front tested them both, so for all 3 actually. So here it looks like we will have a small retest. Like I said, if we have this entry and we get to that limit order, I'm just taking a long straight off of it. That would be break of structure, full retest to continue. For anybody new to trading, trading is a patient game, so you should not rush into anything. Just follow your strict plan, rules, keep doing it over and over again until you get it, until it's so boring. So this is actually why I don't sit behind charts normally, just because I'm teaching. I'm here because I used to never sit behind the chart. I just put a limit order in and closed my book, came back the day after. Who came later back that day. In crypto that took a few days. So the reason why I said there will be something going on, I actually read something in German about Germany that they are not allowing people to have more than 10,000 euros anymore in their home. So from 2027 it's going to be illegal to have more than 10,000 euros in your own home. So that means that they're removing cash, like I said already. So there has going to be a new system, payment system coming out, and that's already outside. So it's going to be CBDC or cryptocurrencies. So it's up to you which one you want to go into. While you can still buy it. There will be a time that you are not allowed to buy it anymore with fiat. And it's not going to be up to you, it's going to be up to them to choose for you. I've been telling this for 5 years now, 4 years and a half right now. And I see it come out little bit by little bit. Took some time, but it's rolling out slowly. And there are already countries that live actually fully on cryptocurrency, so. Try to bring out the next course too. So that will be just to let you guys know how to enter cryptocurrencies. I actually have one, but I'm not sure it's been translated yet. So I put it in Discord. I actually have a full course. It's in Flemish. If it's changed, not that one. Not sure. uploaded yet. Yeah, it's this one. I'll put it in Discord, so if it is changed, so now YouTube integrated something that it automatically adds languages or translations straight off of me, so it just translated my voice straight into a new a new one. So it kept my voice and I just took it to a different language. So said that you're from French, so I just dubbed my voice into French. When I spoken perfectly English, I just dubbed it. It's very strange to hear myself speak French without me being there, so. But AI is actually insane how far they already at with it. Anybody that took that short right here, that was a full inverted for value gap, so that's definitely the part which you could have entered. Stop at the high. Targets would be this void, right? Actually, what I explained yesterday. So this will get filled up. Very normal move, actually. So now this would be actually a perfect level. So if we take now the full move to the high, that would be a full retracement to that 62 level. So I'm perfectly fine with this level. If we go below that level, the market just shifted completely and then we're going way lower. So my limit orders are in. My stops are placed, so my stop is at this wick. That's 25,694. I'm gonna get myself a small drink in the meantime, so if anybody has any questions, just ask. I'm here anyways. So here's open. Yes, you're okay. Thank you. Here comes the mascot again. He says hi. You got to love him. So I'm watching right now what the market does. So we tapped actually that hourly right here. So being patient, just let the market do its thing. Not much we can do. Want to see it drop a bit further. To enter that long. That was really nearby actually. We did hit an hourly, a half hour, so if you entered it, you can. Tops TP1 would be right here. But I want to be patient until we see if we can hit that lower part. That would be an optimal entry to continue those longs. What am I watching right now? If the market moves back up and we have a 3 minute from valley gap that we tap, I'll enter on that and put my stop at our low then. If we don't have that full retracement back down where I wanted to see. But for now, just let the market do its thing. You can barely hear me. Is the voice? Hello? Should be okay. Test. Better? Normally, that's a quite okay mic that I have, so. Okay, thank you, Arjun, for helping. I always use the same mic, so normally it should be quite clear. So this is pre-orb actually, so anybody best tires, so this is pre-orb actually, so orb is actually at 9. So if you took orb from this hourly, you could say you get shorting right now. So this would be the official London orb. It actually should have said pre-orb. So that would have been the 15 minutes. Oh, we just started at it, so this is still the 15 minute. So this is the 9 o'clock orb. I actually take it at 8. But my limits are in, so if you wanna know how I trade the pre-orb, I've got a full system. Everything's actually, I believe it's even online that you can watch it. How to enter it, how to exit it. If you send me your email address, I can actually wait, if you fill this in, I got your email address and I can send it to you. How can I say here? From pre-orb, Arjun? I have yours, so I'll send it to you where it is actually. I believe it's a full Q&A that I did over it. I think it's about 2 hour long, how to enter it, how to exit it, where to enter it, when to take the trade off of it. I'll take a look if I can find it immediately. I'll send it. It's a decent amount. You found the PDF. That you did find, right? Okay, so I found a PDF, so I'll take a look if I can find which one it was that we talked about that one. Playlists. Gezak. Allee, oh, tst. Kom, als hoe? Nee. Nee. Send it directly to you, Arjun. This is one of them where I explain everything into it. How actually to take this, and I have one more where actually we had a full Q&A about it. Let's see if I can find this in the Q&A lessons. I believe it's this one. I believe it's this one. It's about 2 hours long. That other one. I'm sure that you can open that link that I shared. Show you this one. Okay. Yeah, that one's better. I think it's that one, how to add to the trade and to pre-order. The one that I share you right now, this is actually the same course that you have, but an uncensored one, so not anything taken out, all raw. So the one that I shared with you is actually where we took some stuff out, or where I put some stuff out. Now the last one I shared, this is actually the raw one, so this is when I teach it live. So no cuts, no anything, so everything actually exactly how it was. The one that I shared with you the first time, I actually took some stuff out because there were a lot of silence staged into it when I was looking for some stuff, and that part I took out. So the course that I sent you now takes a little bit longer. And a few questions that actually were not meant for that lab, for that lesson I took out too, just because it was not relevant for anything to do with the lessons. So everybody can see the limit is on the screen. This is what I'm taking today. That's my targets. So I'm not going to adjust from it. I'm not going to short until here. We're going to be patient until we get there and then take a long off of it. Yeah, that's another breach on the upside correctly. The only thing is that we have you're in between two fair value gaps right now. Well, that would have been an up move correctly. And if you watch it from a higher time frame perspective, this looks actually good. So we tapped a 1 hour, a 30 minutes, a 15 minutes, and it looks like it wants to continue. So, well, I'm still aiming for this level. And I'm also explaining you why right now. So, the last move we actually did was this full move in an hourly. So if you watch, this was the last leg up that we had. This was the first break of structure here. We had this move. This was our retest. Now we have the second move again. So this is the full move that we took. So if the market tends to go a bit lower, it tends to go back to 50% of the range. So it wants to go back to fair value of price. And this would be, if you take that range, that would be the 50% level. But there are no fair value gaps right there, or no footprint entries. So if you want to have a footprint entry, I want to see a fair value gap. So on that 62 level, there is an hourly fair value gap. There is a 15-minute fair value gap. So this is why I put my entry right here. So that would be the BOS to the upside. Just gonna go like this. And this move down from here, that's the retest of that move. And then I want to see the continuation. This is what I'm actually seeing right now, what the market wants to do. So this is what the market actually always does. So this is why we go in waves. So the market tends to go up, take out liquidity external, go back to fair value of price or lower into one of a footprint. That can be for value gaps, that can be border blocks, that can be anything off of that. Now we see a new continuation move. We have a move up, we have a retest, we have a next move up, we have a retest, we have a next move up, we have a retest. So would be nice to see if it comes back. If it doesn't, I'm okay with it too. And if it doesn't come down, I'm okay with it too. So I'll just be patient then. Yeah, in an hourly, it definitely looks like it wants to go up higher. So in an hourly, we tapped an hourly for value gap. We took the 5-minute for value gap. So this is definitely looking as a nice move. But I'm just being patient right now until my entry comes. This is my model that I play out now multiple times. So if I change how I enter, I change everything about my structure. So it's not smart for myself. So the only thing I do is follow that plan. If that entry comes, I'm happy. If it doesn't come, I'm happy too. I follow my plan. I know out of experience that it takes time to develop a skill. So this is that skill that I have, and I have to be patient until it comes. If it comes, I have a good clean entry. That's a 2.89 there. Or if we hit that full TP, so I'll be happy for that day, done for that day too. It cannot be easier. It's all on the screen, so you just have to, if you want to have the same results, just copy it. This is the result that I took out of this trading journey. 27 hour in 2 months now. Till about 19th. So in the 19th, I'm 2 months trading this strategy, and I'm trading 63 trades, and believe me guys, there are not all winners. So there are not profitable trades inside too. So we had a full bunch of good ones and a few not good ones after each other. But you can see the not good ones are way lower than the good ones that we have. So we have good ones about 2-3 hours. Not good ones around 1 hour, some 0.2, 0.4. So I hold this 4 not profitable ones, got back by 1 good profit. So we just need to be okay. If trading goes correctly, you're good. If it doesn't go correctly, be okay with it too. Just come back tomorrow. It's a probability game, guys. This is a 59% win rate, and you have to be okay with it. If you're not meant to trade yet. But if ORP is your system that you want to trade, you should take it. Don't let my analysis for selling the market needs to come here. Break your own trading rules by not taking an ORP to the upside if that is your way to trade. Because if this plays out and it goes up all the way above and takes out everything, you're not going to be happy. So just make sure if you take a strategy that you can follow it always, constantly, without your brain interfering. Because if your brain interferes, it never works. Because once you learn a lot about trading, and the more you learn, the more you see, the more you increasingly see constantly over and over again. You see constantly more and more. You want to know everything I always see? That's a lot. So I need to zoom out and be patient. Like I said, if this goes up, I'm happy. I saw the move that it went up. Look, yesterday too, I took an odd profit on a 3 minute right here. Well, I actually should have had just patient for that 5 minute to enter. What I saw also, but wasn't sure that the market would tap it, so it didn't. It did tap it and it moved off. I was okay by letting it move too without me. Because my plan was 2R not profit, and I took a 2R not profit that day, so I stopped. Actually, I can take 3R not profit, but I didn't feel like it, so I just didn't take a trade anymore. So here we'll see how the market moves. If you took that orb, this would be that play that you had a little bit, could have a little bit resistance on this level. That would have been my point of interest, that I don't want to see the market come fully back. Now always be okay if you take a trade, yes or no, doesn't matter. You just have to be okay with what the market shows you, take it. And then be okay also if you didn't take the trade. Don't jump in it afterwards, no point anyways. That will cost you a lot of money, believe me. I've been there, I've done it, so it doesn't help. To be a consistent trader, you just need to have entries that are lined up, that are rules set. And if you can follow a set of rules over and over again until it's so good imprinted into your brain, you'll just play with trading. You do like I do. You put that limit order in and close the books. Be done with it for the day. I've been watching charts for over 5 years now, so I've really seen my part of charts. I don't need to see much more. Anybody that's new and is learning to trade, I would recommend just to watch like 2 hours max a day to charting. That would be the max recommendation that I have. Anything above that could be less smart to do. We'll definitely take a break after that, after 2 hours. Because I know, like anybody else, we can see fair value gaps everywhere. Once you see them, you cannot unsee them anymore. So imbalances and fair value gaps, doesn't matter how you call it, but we can see them everywhere right now. But you also have to know why you entered them, why you took them. Can you repeat it, that process? And when that process doesn't work, just be okay with it too. Let the market do its thing. Like I'm not a fan of shorting anything right now. And even if we got to that 15-minute gap and we flush further down, I'm not shorting this because the major structure shows one thing, that we are going to the upside. So if I'm shorting, I'm actually shorting against the mainstream of the market right now. So I'm definitely not up for that movement. The only thing that I want to do is now be patient until that comes to my entry. If it comes to that long entry, I'll just take it. I'll let it move. So I have patience until the market comes to me. I never go after the market. If I miss an entry or it doesn't come to my entry, I'm happy too. I just be patient for the day afterwards or when the next entry shows. And it doesn't always happen while I'm on stream. So this has been in here immediately when I started the stream. So I'm in the stream right now for an hour and a half. And I didn't take a trade, so I'm okay with it. My limit is here, my stop is here, so I'm protected from anything of my capital. My TP is 1 here, but that I can't enter, so I just put my full TP right here. And that's all automatically. I don't even have to be after the charts anymore. Everything moves just like I want to see it move. If you took an R, yeah, you should go break even after you took that profit. Yeah, you have to plot. So for yourself, you have to trade a plan, not your brain. So trading is not your brain because your brain will talk you out of everything if you want to do something. If you're up 1 hour, you can choose to take profit on that 1 hour, and then you have to put stop, of course, so break even. Like I said, this was a point of interest. The market could have changed hands. That's okay. But always follow your plan, my friend. This is how you get profitable in time. It's so simple, but nobody does it. That's why a lot of people are not profitable. That's also okay if you didn't take profit. You followed your plan. That's the main idea in trading. Following a plan consistently over and over again. That's all. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing special. Nothing extraordinary. Anyways. And then I have a few systems in place. So I want everybody that's in here today, do this, please. Look. It's not me telling you that this works, it's actually a lot of people telling that this works. Go listen to this book and do this immediately today and keep doing this until you get it. Look, I'm not joking, this actually works. Please go do this. No, don't please, just do it. If you want to change the outcomes, what you're doing already, and it is not the outcome that you want in your life, just do this. It's so simple. I'll put it in chat. The course that I'm taking right now is actually just about it too. So how to make money in good and bad times. I'm making this. I'm actually listening to. So this is just a simple version of it. I had the course already. I didn't take it, but this is actually inside that course. He does this. And believe me, it's a bit more detailed than they say it here. But if you do it that way, it works perfectly fine. just listen. It's a 15-minute audiobook. If you don't have 15 minutes time to change your life, then you're probably not yet ready to change your life. If you do have that time and want to spend that time onto it and make sure that you get what you want, just do this. Listen to it, write it down, and read it. Don't talk to anybody about it, just read it over and over again. Look, I've done this 6 times already, and it works, guys. It really works. Recently I took a paper from 2022 that I found back into one of my archives, and I read it again, and actually everything was inside that book, inside the letter came out, and there were like 15 things inside, so I was actually amazed to see how accurate that was. And just by writing it down, so it's so simple. If you didn't take profit margin, just make sure that your trade is still running, your stop should be still at the same place, nothing's happening. If you watch that 15-minute, we just had that retest of that 15-minute closed after value gap, so we can still move up, we still have 6 minutes. And if you're not feeling calm when you're trading, put less into a trade until you feel calm. There's no point in taking a $200 trade if you don't feel relaxed when you're trading. It's better than to put one contract inside, have like a $30 spot, and feel confident until you are okay with adding extra to the trades. If you don't feel comfortable, it's no point of adding more to a trade yet. Trading is a mind game, guys, nothing else. A mind, and then afterwards making sure that you can follow a plan. If you can follow a plan, don't let your brain ever confuse you out of it. Yeah, I understand that not the first times that you don't have confidence in a strategy, but if you feel not happy or you feel like a lot of emotions coming up, just take a small entry, just like one contract, a mini contract, or a micro contract. It's not a mini, otherwise it would be $20 the point. But just the smallest that you have, and let it ride, and don't watch the outcome. Just let it hit your TP or let it hit your stop. Then be done with it for that day, come back tomorrow, do it again. Look, if this hits my first TP, I'll be happy that I see the trade go correctly. The only thing I'm not in it, so I'm okay. There are so many days that we trade. Like I'm here 20 days a week, 20 days a month, 2 times a week, 2 times a day. So we got plenty of entries. Yeah, I'm sure if I share this that I would not get, that my stream would get offline, so I can't. Let me do the moment. What can I do believe you need something from me, Arjun, that I can help you with. Oh yeah, this is one that maybe a lot of people don't understand yet. If you want to be a rich person and really have a lot of wealth without Yeah, with everything onto it. So say that you want to be a millionaire and you really want it in life. Okay, I'm okay with that. But what are you willing to sacrifice or pay the price for to be that millionaire? Because believe me, if you want to be it, you will have to do some stuff differently than you are doing right now. Otherwise, you would end up at the same place where you are right now. The one thing of insanity is keep doing the same thing and hoping for another outcome. So here too. So if you kept that trade open and you're still in it, you still be happy. We just retested that 15-minute level and we are slowly moving back out of it. Always watch the higher time frames. That hourly, like I said, shows strength to the upsides. It's still not closed yet, so we still got 16 minutes. But once we hit that high, you could put your stop under this low then. You cannot yet go break even because this is break even here, and I would not be smart because this is. So that was 9, 9, 5, 9, 10. So this is still orb. So that would be your breach. So once we breach those highs, you could put your stop under that wick then. But for now, just leave it. Still be okay with it. If you're in with too many contracts and you don't feel comfortable, take some off until you feel comfortable and relaxed, and then let the rest run, do its thing. Well, watch that 30-minute. Look how this looks. This looks beautiful, guys. Nothing to tell about. We just had a full retest and moved up. 15-minute the same. So we had a full test of it. We got 7 seconds. So this is not going to jump back down at 6 seconds. Or some major news has to happen, but I don't believe there will. I don't think there is even. Okay. If you're okay with that, good. But that's the main thing when people don't trust something because they're not okay with the amount that they put in. If we take out this level, it could go break even. Because we took out a high twice then, and we should not come back down. We can come back to this. So yesterday I explained what this is, so not many people know. This is called a void, and that gap right here, if they finish this gap, they will close to almost the lowest part of that candle. So even the wicks can go with it. So this gap doesn't count on this on this, it actually counts on this candle right here. But this was actually a strange candle to see, because this candle jumped actually down 2.5 points. Yeah, the market actually moved quite some decent, guys. So the market moved from here, from 6 o'clock till now, about 119 points. That's actually a decent move for Asia / beginning of London. And I was just sitting here being patient until it has next move up. So my limit order stays where it is. So that book that I actually shared in the chat, the next one that's coming out that I'm sharing with all of you is this one actually. I'm listening to it, so I'm actually making sure that you guys can do too. So The Law of Success from Napoleon Hill. It's a 24-hour book, and the courses I'm taking right now are about this book. So the thing that's in a small book that I shared, about 15 minutes long, is actually the same information that's in it, but just smaller and less detailed. It's just like one part of it, less detailed, but also it actually comes out of that book too. And these things actually work. So you don't have to believe me, just believe the other 100 people that are actually famous and very rich that already gotten out of it. So this book actually, The Law of Success from Napoleon Hill, was interviewed. So it took Mr. Hill 20 years and a bit more than 200, I believe 150 interviews he took of the richest people of that time. And how they think alike, and how they act, and what they do. And it's a decent book. You can find it online, but I didn't find this example yet. The most of them are like 10 hours. This is like a 24-hour book, so I'm really wondering what the other 14 hours that they didn't shared were inside. So now we took that internal high. Now I do want to see that continuation for you. So because we took that high, I would put my stop into this liquidity. If we come back down right now and we will take out everything. That would be my idea. I would put my stop right here. But if it's not in your plan to move stops, don't. So this would be my stop if that would warp, and I would put it right here now. Let it continue. Like I said, this would be my full TP for the orb. Definitely nice. That would be 3.5, so definitely a nice orb trade to the upside. And if you move your stop up, I believe it's almost like less than half the point still into it. Yeah. It's like only 8 points left, so that's like 1/3 of the amount that was in it. But once we hit that high, that would be for me TP1. So still, we didn't hit that TP1 here right here, so that would be my first take profit. So I would take off one contract here and put my stop actually then at that low. So if it comes back, that stop and that TP that I took would be actually a break even too. That way I don't have to move my stop at a place that I actually don't want it to be. There is a reason why we put our stop at certain levels. So if you watch back and see this level, if that was that orb and your stop is at that low, that's actually a good place where your stop is, because if we have a retest of an hourly back into a fair value gap, if it takes out this level, that means that it takes out itself and the market definitely goes lower. So this is why this is a very good level to put your stop. I would rather not move it. I would rather just take a partial and then make sure that my stop is like a break even from taking that partial. This is how I would rather do it than move my stop up. especially if it's at a good place like this. Market is still showing strength, it's just being a bit lazy right now. Instead of moving straight up, it's just been sitting here a bit. Because you cannot have a better stop than this actually. I probably won't get my end stream, so that's about 7 minutes. I don't see a drop in 7 minutes that much. Or something very special needs to happen, of course. So my limits are in for the day. You will all see what happens afterwards. I'll share it. If I see any other entries, I'll take a look for it. But I probably can't because I need to go after some vegetables if we're moving soon. Het volhouden, goede? Ja. Heb je openstaan ervoor, niet hier? Ja. Anybody just new watching, in the chat I posted a book. I want you all to do that today. It's a 15-minute audio. If you want to really get what you want in life, just go do it. It takes 15 minutes to listen and it takes about a half hour to fill in something that you want. If you can do that, keep it for yourself, that information, put it in your pocket. Make sure you can read it 3 times a day. I would recommend before you go to sleep 1 time, once you wake up, after you brushed your teeth or something and you're watching in the mirror, do it the 2nd time, read it, that's your 1st time then. And during the day, put it in your pocket and read it. Make sure it is for yourself, nobody else, it's only for you. You'll have a very great outcome. Look, even this man talks about this. So this man talks about it, Bill Harris actually. Can I find his? He sold his personal capital for 1 billion. So he had he's not like your normal person. So if these guys done it, we can do it too. 1 billion he sold for everything, seks. Aliana. Je also verkocht voor 1 biljoen, Bill Harris. Gewoon een biljonair zijn, hè? Je leeft niet meer. So, and it's not me telling this, it's actually a lot of people telling this. So, if you never tried it, just try it out. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So, look, it's 3 before 10. At 10 o'clock I get off, so if anybody has a question, it's about time that you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll see you back in the afternoon session, of course. If anybody is new to the channel and didn't subscribe yet, always happy that you do. Helps the channel grow. If it was me, Arjun, I would have added to the trade. This would have been my adding spot. But that's me. So that's break even right now for you. I'm just a different trader than most of them. So anybody that just joined, take a screenshot of this. I'm getting off. I'm gonna get off. It's 10 o'clock for me, so no entry. This is my trade for the day. If I get an entry, perfectly fine. If I don't, I will take it up some higher. If we hit TP2 before we hit our entry, I'm taking the limit order off. Again, if I hit that TP2 before I hit my entry, I'm taking that limit order off. I wish you all a very great trading session. Thank you for being here. I'll see you all back this afternoon in Discord if you're in the group. If not, back tomorrow morning, of course. Enjoy.